And so now we're into the tank picks.
Yes, we are. We are going straight into that. And you can see here, for those confused, there is tank picking in this format. The attacking team picks 2. The defending team then picks 4. The attacking team then picks 3. Defending team 2. And then the attacking team gets the last pick, as you can see here, as we're kind of fast forwarding here. But allows for some picks, counter picks, maybe hold something close to your hand. We're going to see how this develops as the season continues, because it's already kind of bringing in some interesting little tidbits. And you can see one Kronwagen being brought as the final pick from Burbology. I mean, we know what the Kronwagen can do. It's had a checkered past as it was introduced. It was originally on, I remember PTR, it was overpowered as all heck, and then they nerfed it, and then it was kind of eh. Then the second they adjusted to the 3-shell autoloader, it kind of became competitive again. Maybe not overpowered, but competitive, and used in clan wars and used in tournaments. And now with the most recent patch with the RD changes and the HE changes, it's kind of developing a new... It's kind of coming back again. Like it's
another thing you also have to remember is it was once a 4-shot autoloader, and now it is a 3-shot autoloader.
So looking here, Team Flare bringing 2 VZ55s, 2 Batchets, 2 CSs. Very easy. Burbology, Kenway, the player to watch, as you pointed out, that the pub star from down under, well, not down under, from Brazil, from south of the equator.
From down under. 2
VZs, a Batchet, 2 CSs.
Boy, Kenway's from down under.
As we get into the first match of the night in day 2, Team Flare on defense, making the moves, looking mostly towards the one line with external going up towards the lighthouse, and kind of a similar opposite flip with the CS on the 2 line for Burbology, while everyone else is going up top for the Burbs.
And it looks like we're going to maybe see some early shots going off here. Oh, he blind fired the bush. And now he took a shot. He probably might take a shot here while running, as the other CS is behind that rock there. No, he actually doesn't. Did he not get lit for that? Probably didn't get lit for that, actually.
I think he did get lit, but I'm not sure.
But it might have just been interesting timing. It looks like Kenway got shot here crossing by Dark Ninja.
And so a donut play by Team Flare, just kind of saying we're going to take 2 line, and the defensive team hasn't always done that. The defensive team tends to like to at least put something up in the middle.
Blue taking a big hit here.
But you know what? Yesterday, Team Flare's defense kind of got steadily torn to pieces.
Correct.
When they had that one tank in the middle, and then just they were kind of getting rotated around, and maybe this time they just said, let's just simplify it. Let's stay together. Right. And let's just do a donut play, and we will flex from there. We don't want to get caught left-footed. We lost it. Oh, nice showdown from Muscles.
Yeah, Muscles
and a good roll, too.
Yeah. Muscles took the hill for free, which is actually really interesting. But they only had external on the offside, so I guess they didn't want him to play too aggressive here. And we even have a VZ going on the 9 line, actually going towards the 2-cap. So they might play 2-cap here, which is actually a really good play, but it looks like they're most likely, from this strat, I feel like they're just going to bleed Team Flare as much as possible, while also pressuring Cap, is what it looks like. We have Muscles here forcing. I guess he's getting ready for this, because obviously they're not going to instantly be able to reset in this scenario. So he knows, he's like, I got to, force reload and, get my clip so that when they try to go for resets, and this actually looks really clean. Now, I feel like we have definitely seen why Burbology picked this map, because they have put Team Flare in a predicament. Like, even though Kenway took some damage crossing, he got a shot off Bloop when Bloop poked. I don't know why he poked there. Now he's getting clipped out by, it looks like, I think Kenway hit him again, or maybe it was the Batchet Muscles on the hill.
It was either or, yeah. And here comes the push.
Here comes the push. PM Nexus, and yeah, we're going to have a VZ kind of trying to simp for his boys while he goes across here. It's going to be, so they're probably going to be looking, it looks like Ninja or maybe Nexus is going to be looking for resets. And most likely, Burbology is probably going to counter push after they get a reset here. You have, October taking 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, leaving him at a 1-shot, and they also got a reset, but he still lives, which is really important. He's a 1-shot VZ, so he could dish out 1,000 damage potentially. And now it looks like they might push middle here. Kenway getting shot by Dark, pushing it back, getting shot again, while December's trading with Bajanjo. And then Kenway is retreating here as he's reloading. Bajanjo goes down, while Bloop is left at one shot by Muscles clipping him out on the hill. Looks like October is looking for shots on Dark Ninja here as he goes up the hill. Oh, he gets one into. Gets two, leaving him one shot. A lot of one shots here. So Muscles is clipping, probably hoping, trying to stay out of Dark Ninja's way so he doesn't get clipped because, you know, a bad chat can't clip on another bad chat. External trading here with December. December probably, if December has his shells, he can kill External. But it looks like Kenway is also fighting the CS here. It was actually shooting PM in the back. Oh, External going down like I said, but December is going to get picked by PM. And Kenway at one shot going up against Nexus while Nexus gets shot by the CS.
171 health to carry.
Yep.
He only needs to do 6K.
And it looks like he is taken down. And so,
yeah,
like I said,
on the ability for Nexus to carry that. At the end.
really sus, especially since they had the CS63 in the back on the K line.
So yeah, I mean, a pretty solid play. I mean, yeah, they went donut, but they didn't get the fight maybe they were looking for, and they just put cap pressure, and their play was just a DE line push, and none of it worked well at all. Like, I mean, they took so much damage. They were down the whole match. Yeah, they got shots onto, I think it was October and the cap pressure VZ.
But like I said earlier,
and even if they did, they lost more HP than October.
Yeah, like I said, October was the bait. Like, they had a really... So, like, this just goes to show you, like, Burbology was ready for them. Because it looks like, to me, Burbology played that so clean. The only thing that they didn't get away with was having Kenway cross early. But it's okay. You know, at the end of the day, it is a team game, and he didn't he didn't get full picked, right? He only took one shot, but that was like the only really thing that they had where actually I think they took like, early game, I think Team Flare took like two to three shots in return because the CS63 got hit, Bloop got hit, trade wise, and I think somebody else got hit, maybe one of the bad chats. So it was like a 3-1 trade early in the game, and on top of a 3-1 trade early in the game, Burbology also had map control, which is really important, especially on attack. You cannot give up Cliff map control, if you're on defense, and that's where it comes to
just I mean, I feel like they just looked for a fight. I'll be real. I feel like that's what their strat was, because even just down to like, I feel like they were looking for a fight on the 2 line and they just didn't get it. Like they had the CS go out wide, they had the other 2 go up. They had everything geared towards that fight. And then when they just didn't have that fight, they had their little donut play, but they didn't have a good reaction for if the enemy just put someone on the cap. Like that's all they did. And they, like you said, they lost the lighthouse for free. They didn't get punished on it. And it's just too much. It was just too much. And like you pointed out during the map picking, I think Burbology did their homework. And clearly they feel confident on Cliff. And they feel like Flare maybe looked a little weak on it yesterday. Or on Monday. As we're
going ready into...
For the next tank picking.
Yeah, correct.
For round 2. Picking. Burbology off to a 1-0 as we salute Comrade Bear there. The team logo for
it's a cute logo. You want to talk about logos? It is. It's a cute logo.
Yeah, I do, and I like it. It's a cute
logo. I really like it. It might be my favorite. I haven't looked extensively at it.
I think it's definitely my favorite.
It is your favorite?
Definitely my favorite. Yeah. I think he's adorable, and he looks like he's coming from a position of authority. Like I want to salute him back.
He matches this game so perfectly. He's like, hey, my name is Comrade Bear. I'm part of Burbology. I just like imagine him like he looks cute, but he has that like really deep Russian accent. He's like, yes, we're going to bring a 705A on Cliff.
Well, defense. 705A on Cliff defense. That's exactly what I was wondering.
Big Russian tank. That actually is weird. Yeah, that's a unique pick. I'm actually really excited for this because they played the first battle so clean. Seeing a 705A get picked, which most people would consider like
and they
not
didn't pick it last.
No,
they picked it in the first set. So
and there's no shot.
Flare had 4 tanks in order to counter pick for it, and they went I think a lot heavier than they planned to go. Yeah.
They probably went a lot heavier than they planned to go. This is actually one of the things where this tank picking role comes in handy, because when they picked that 705A, like the other team was probably like, what the, Like, that's what I would be like. I'd be like, what is... I mean, some people that have done their research probably know what that's for. I'm guessing it might be my inclination because of how slow it is, even with like a turbo and fully kitted. I happen to be grinding that line, and I played the 705, and the 705A is just a little bit faster. My guess is that he is going to play the buildings to counter a 2-cap.
Oh, yeah, up top. Yeah, absolutely. The building or the rock. Yeah,
right, yeah.
Absolutely.
Either the rock, like the dip, because he has strong enough turn armor that he could play that back rock dip on the edge of cliff that allows him maybe to, if they get a batch up for free or a CS up for free, he can just, he's just not going to get penned, right? But it looks like he might be going towards the 1 line.
He absolutely is, and he got a shotgun spawn for it too, which will help.
Yeah.
And it looks like, I guess maybe, with that extra HP of being kind of super heavy and maybe the chance to bounce a shot, he can just take that much. I mean, a back shot alone can't go down and clip him out. And
I guess it makes sense though, because I felt
he's
like
slow to do anything else.
He really is slow. I think even with the proper equipment, he maybe goes like 44, 42. It looks like they're crossing here. They're getting really aggressive on the 1-2 line. They actually might be looking to pick him because they know he's going to be there. Nope, they slowed down.
Shot from December actually bounces or misses. So that's unfortunate. It is a high alpha gun, but
that actually was really interesting.
It's not the most accurate.
Right. The problem with picking a 705A is it's so unique that people know where it's going to be played, right? It's either they only had 2 places, so I think that they played that aggressively to see where the 705A is. And now we're seeing a big brawl here with Dark Ninja in a crossfire on the rock while the heavies go up, and Bloop get taken down so early while October, they're looking to take down October. So it is 2 tanks down for Burbology while 1 tank is down for Team Flare. It looks like OP is going to be taken down next. It looks like Team Flare might pick this up. Kenway is cornered against 3 people. Just getting absolutely dominated on.
He died on the fall. Nope, he's sick.
He did not die on the fall.
He got a lot lower than I thought he would get.
Yeah, he did, yeah. No. Well, the soap rocks, the fact that there's no soap rocks anymore, and the 705A was a gambit, and I don't think it worked out in their favor. He's just too slow to get into this fight. He literally knew they were all here, and he just got here. I mean, December's going to have to play his heart out in order to make this up. I mean, he only has a 650 off the gun, so he can't even high roll one-shot Nexus, where if it was a 750 gun, he might get lucky. And then we have
horrible turret break. The CS is trying to survive against the Kron in the back.
Correct.
He's surviving pretty well.
External is
trying to live.
Yep.
He does reload just in time to get the last 2.
He just reloads. And it looks like they're just going to group up here and probably get this push. Now, Kenway actually living here could potentially make an interesting matchup. Because remember, he has 1,000. And if December hits
External
any one of
these
these guys,
run away, get on the cat, everyone chill, and make sure that Nexus doesn't die. Nexus pretty much doesn't want to even try
December
to back
taking
out of that
a shot
position,
here.
because I don't think he wants to risk dying. He can't leave through the south confidently, so we would have to
wait
leave
a
through the
minute.
north.
He's actually looking for lights.
Is there a wreck there? Okay, he's actually okay. But PM and Banjo have so much HP on 2 big, heavy autoloaders that there's just really nothing that can be done. External actually looking for the shot, and he gets it.
Down.
He gets the detection and gets the kill.
And here
on
we
the heavy.
go. And they're gonna pick him off. So it's actually interesting.
Team Flare pulling it back pretty well too.
Yeah, I really feel like Burbology could have brought a standard lineup and won this.
Possibly.
I feel like they played a little bit too goofy. Maybe they're so confident, though, that they wanted to try it out in a real match. Like, maybe they're like, oh, let's try out, because we tried it in scrims, but let's try it out. Looking at the damage here, Major Pain getting 2,750 and 2 kills, earning 76.6 fame points. But how would you say that name? Bajanjo, right?
I'm just going to call him Banjo.
A Banjo? Okay, we'll call him Banjo.
He's got an N in there. It's just at the at the end, but I'm putting it forward.
Okay, we can call him. We'll call him Banjo. He got 92 fame points, 92 with 4K. 4K. He did a really good job.
Those fame points are the fantasy points for those not sure. You can win lots of in-game goodies. Just go !fantasy in either Smiley or my chat and make your team every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Nothing to lose, only things to gain, and it's a lot of fun.
Nothing to lose, only things to gain. Top 100 people get prizes. So enter in if you think you can make a really good team.
And Smiley and I have our teams.
Correct.
And I hope my team is doing well.
Look at that, 7-7. He hit all his shots. I'm curious about Banjo, because getting 4K in a Kronwagen is really impressive. I wonder how many clips he got off here.
Yeah, and some of it was kind of at the end, but the first clip was really good.
Yeah.
The first clip was really good. That initial focus fire when the 705A was coming in.
Correct.
And they were just pushing up, and the VZ got his clip out, all that, but they just focused down guns, and they didn't let any autoloaders reload, and all the consistent fire CSs just kind of got destroyed. And it was just really, really, I mean, they brought more heavies to a brawl at the donut, and they won. Fast heavies, I guess.
Yeah, they brought most fast heavies. I mean, like I said, I don't know if they're that did they make a mistake picking the? I mean, the 705A didn't do bad, but the problem is that is what you would call late game damage.
It was all inconsequential late game damage.
Yeah, and a lot of people, and that's like a term used, even in pubs. Like, you can get 4K damage in a match, but if it's late game damage, it's not going to have as a significant, presence than if, for example, Banjo got early game damage. And December got late game damage. And you can see as a result, what happened. Because getting so much early game damage, especially, he had so much HP there as well. Like, not only did he get 4K, but he literally still had over half of his HP left at the end of the game. So it's really